It's me. It's the G.O.C. Welcome back to Chaos Corner. It's been a minute, but of course, I'll say that to say this because I tell it like it is. We are here for the Personal Analytics Show, show number 6, to go over all the numbers, the research, and of course, as I just said, the analytics here on Guardian of Chaos, the YouTube channel. Now, fans, follow me on all social media platforms, and you know what they are. In real time, it's at Big Daddy G.O.C., and the G.O.C. stands for the Guardian of Chaos. Follow me on Instagram, the Guardian of Chaos. On Facebook, I have 2 accounts. That's right, 2. J Brony, I know, I get it. J Brony, and Protigio Fidelis El Guardian. Follow me on Gitter, Gab, Truth Social, Rumble. I cover it all in the IWC because it's me. It's the GOC. We're in January. Let's just check out the accurate date. January 16th, MLK Day. And remember this as you go through life. You always treat a person, man, woman, child, beast, stranger, human, whatever you want to call it. You treat them by the content of their character, not the color of their skin or the way that they look. So let me put it into the historical phrase by MLK. You don't treat someone by the color of their skin, but by the content of their character. Let that sink in here on Guardian of Chaos, the YouTube channel. Fans, you know that I tell it like it is. I had to put it out there. So it's been a while since we've done the analytics here. That's what we're here for today. It's a beautiful day out, a little chilly, but it's sunny here in the New England tri-state northeast area. And you know I go from coast to coast, pillar to post, border to border, shore to shore, all the way up 95, across 84, and everywhere else in between, because that's why we're here. So sit back and relax. We'll review some of the numbers that we had from show number 5, the channel coming up on 500 subscribers. We still have to get to the 1K before we can go live. You see, I'm here in the lounge at Chaos Corner and Chaos Headquarters. We are kicked back, relaxed in the oversized recliner. Yeah, I could bounce back and forth. Chaos Headquarters, the bunker downstairs, the offices, the lounge, the executive boardrooms. It's empty. I'm the only one here today. No kickboxing classes, no exercise classes. Nobody's cooking out on the La Cucina, if you will. So sit back and relax, fans. I know I said that 3 or 4 times. Thanks for being here. The channel is in fuego. The channel is in fire right now. We have improved by leaps and bounds. We haven't been here since, I believe, to do the analytics show. Again, this is show number 6. We haven't been here since September to do this. And here we are on January 16th. Let me just double check. You know I have my notes. You know I'm always prepared. You know this is reality TV, a one-man show, unique, unedited, unscripted, no bells, no whistles. I'm not asking anybody for anything. No Patreon, no super chats, none of the above, no Venmo, PayPal, all that stuff. I'm here to give it to you as my stress reliever and my way to giving back to the IWC. And of course, for my legacy, and this is my passion and motivation, almost 6 decades here on planet Earth. Let that sink in from the GOC. So the last time we were here, analytics show, I believe we did over the summertime in 2022, analytics 4. Analytics 5 coming up here. I do have my notes, again, always prepared. It doesn't matter whether I was on the curtain call with the Yes Network president, John J. Filippelli and Kevin Sullivan, or whether I was on the Jerry Springer Show, the Ricky Lake Show, whether I did the movie 6 Figures that was released to DVD, no matter whether I'm in the New England Pro Wrestling Hall of Fame, the Paradise Alley Pro Wrestling Hall of Fame. It doesn't matter if I was on the worldwide Dino Costa Show with Patrick Ryan. It doesn't matter all the different things and companies and groups and legends and heroes and over 25 or 30 WWE Hall of Famers that I have worked with, young lions, rookies, independents, small arenas in front of 2 people and in front of 20,000 people. Well, not quite 20,000, but you get it. This is what you get here. My motivation for giving back to you guys and making it relatable And it doesn't matter where I've been before this, where I haven't been. Even when I was on the green room with the likes of Martin Kove from the Karate Kid and Cobra Kai, or whether it was the legendary John Amos, or even Wormser of all people from Revenge of the Nerds. All the different people that have been down there, from Todd Bridges. I've experienced it all. I've done it all. I'm the most well-known unknown, and that's why you're here. Let's get to 1,000 subscribers. Let's get those 4,000 watch hours. I will go live. And speaking of going live, you guys know that I moderate for some big channels. Off the Script, JD from New York, the #1 fucking podcaster in the IWC. This guy has been doing it for years. He bet on himself, and he's been #1 for quite some time. When you get 5,000 people in a live chat, and you're 150,000, close to 150,000 subscribers, and the big boys and the pros are listening to you, that's when you know you're doing your job. So JD from New York, and of course the OG, who's been doing this since the 90s. One of the most unique laid-back shows you could ever watch, and that would be Don Tony, the OG of podcasts. That's right, my boy Don Tony. I also dabble in other side work as a moderator besides JD and Don Tony. Of course, the Chi-Town Smark, heel Jesse from Chi-Town, the JD sidekick on Wednesday nights. I also moderate for the Wrestling Council with Hollywood and Comic Book Bob, big Comic Book Bob. So I get around, and even in the sports scene, my old buddy Travis Berg. That's right, Berg. All these people are on YouTube. Follow them if you follow me. So before I get on a ramble here, yes, I've already had a coffee, Red Bull. Feeling great, feeling fine. The family's good. Let me give a shout out. And of course, none of this would be possible without our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ, because he's coming back soon. Don't be caught dead without him. Stay close to your family, your friends. Love thy neighbor. Treat people basically how you want to be treated. Put your best foot forward. Spread the word. Situational awareness. Remember what I'm talking about here. This is what you get on this show and how I make it relatable. Even if it's analytics, or whether I'm doing the AEW live-to-tape watch-alongs, the WWE, NWA, MLW, Impact, Ring of Honor, New Japan, my home at Paradise Alley Pro Wrestling. That's what happens here on this channel. And I'm also putting out content from all the different events that I've personally been involved with from the vault at Chaos Chronicles. Now, I think that's what's made the difference and why our channel right now, for where we are, and for who we are on this channel, is exploding right now. In fuego, as I said. It really is, and you're going to see it when we bear out the numbers. But I just wanted to give you a little state of the union, state of address of what it is, in case you're new here, because we've jumped up, a lot of subscribers. Still don't want to be where we have to be, but like, subscribe, leave a comment, send me an email, good or bad. It's all good, man. It's a brotherhood. It's a lifestyle. And just remember, there's 3 types of people in this world. Those who don't know what happened, those who wonder what happened, and people like the Guardian of Chaos, Big Daddy. That's right, we're the same person who make things happen. And I'll leave you with this before we get on to the numbers. And again, I appreciate you guys being here. I really do. In order to get respect, you have to start with respecting yourself. Once you do that, you open other people's minds to respecting you. You want to get through life, just remember that. We're going through some tough times out there. Wars, rumors of wars, people talking biblical prophecy, all the different things with the different medicines and health and big pharma, big tech, different things, racial division, the planet, the environment, all the different things that are going on, crime, violence, lie, cheat, steal. That's not a line from Eddie Guerrero. It's reality in the world we're living here in 2023. So pay attention and be prepared, because no one knows the time. No one knows the time. So let's just all stick together and be the best person that we can be. And listen, I'm no one throwing out advice or judging, because I got to look in the mirror first. You guys know the G.O.C. because it's me. Let's get on to the numbers. Another sip, please. A little Dr. Disrespect. Okay, now remember, this is the last 28 days. So if we're in January 16th, this is basically since, excuse me, again, as much as I do talking and ramble and nonstop and unedited and unique and one man reality TV at its best and telling it like it is, you always got to have, it's winter, even though the weather's crazy, you got to have the halls. You got to have something sugar-free, tea, little coffee, little something. You see, I don't know if you could tell how long yeah, we're getting it down here. It's hibernation season. The Big Daddy's always ready. Again, this is the last 28 days. So this is our first analytics show, live to tape here. That's right. I'm live, but I am taping this. So 2023, this is our first analytics show for 2023 and our first really live here on the channel, live to tape on the channel for 2023. So the last 28 days, since we're on the 16th, we'll go through the holidays, Christmas, and again, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, Happy Hanukkah, whatever you celebrate out there. As long as you celebrate something, I'm with you. I don't push things on you, don't push it on me. Remember where we're supposed to be, right? Although with all the border issues, who knows where we'll be. But that's another story for another time. Maybe I'll start a podcast on current events or something. You guys let me know what you think on that. If I should start a podcast on, not politics or anything like that, but just current events, pop culture, if you will. Let me know. Leave a comment. I'm hoping to keep this under half an hour. I got to keep your time. Again, back to the channel, back to what I was talking about and trying to relate to you what I'm going through and what we're all going through here in the world and different things. Analytics show number 6, the last 28 days here on the channel, 34,000 views for, like, as I said, through the holidays, Christmas, New Year's, now here in January, mid-January already. Right? Who knew NFL playoffs? Oh, I don't watch any of it. I watch pro wrestling. 34,000 views in the last 28 days. We're up 28%. Before that, on analytics show number 5, which we did back over the summer of 2022, thereabouts, I believe. I still haven't gotten the date. I try to do it every 3 to 4 months. We only had a little over 2,000 views. I was doing a lot of the podcasting, a lot of live to tape watch-alongs, a lot of the current stuff with the big companies. Wasn't really catching on. I enjoy doing that stuff live to tape and the current business, but it seems like the classic and the vintage and everything from the past is really catching on here now. I know it's algorithms, copyrights. It's not easy, man, doing this. And I do it bare bones. I'm not like JD and Don Tony and other podcasters out there, and now Jesse and different who put all this time and effort and money to it. I come on raw dog, man. Raw dog. Okay? But anyway. So we really jumped up a lot, and it's because of the content, I'm guessing. So that's what I'm here to break down. Last time on Analytics Show 5, which again, I'll get the date on it. It was about 4 months ago. We were only up 1 subscriber. We were floundering for a little while, because over the summer, if you remember, the summer of 2022, early summer, we were on the rise. We took a little dip into the fall and into the early winter time, and then we exploded through the holidays. We are up 95, almost 100 subscribers in the last 28 days. I can't thank you guys enough. I really mean it from the bottom of my heart. It's free. It's me. It's the G.O.C. I repeat a lot. I get it. It's one man. It's bare bones. But at least you know you're getting somebody who's real, putting his face to the product, no garbage, no bullshit. What we know, research, numbers, one man, and entertaining, who has the motivation and passion. Over 50 years as a fan, a scout, an agent, historian, a mark. That's right, I said a mark. Over 3 decades in the business as a pro wrestling manager, broadcaster, commentator, even as a part-time grappler. Fans, do you get what you're getting here? So thank you for being here. And I really, really mean that from the bottom of my heart. I mean that passionately. Look at me, I mean it. So we're really up on the last 28 days on the views. 34,000, 487 watch time hours, 417 more than usual, up almost 100 subscribers. I mean, 763%. So boom, we have taken off into 2023. So thank you, everyone out there. The last 48 hours, in real time, 2,000 views for this small channel with, listen, right around 500 subscribers. We're only a few away, but we're a small channel, okay? This is what it is, man. So we're trying to grow. And again, not asking for anything, just asking you to be here to help me to help you. Kick back, relax. I mean, does it get any better than this? I gotta tell you. I'm busier than a blow-up doll at a frat party. I'm as confused as a baby at Hooters. I'm not Rodney Dangerfield. I'm the G.O.C. So 2,000 views in the last 48 hours. And here we go with the top videos and top content from the last 48 hours in certain categories. And I'll let you know that. And then the last 28 days of what's performing. So I'll save you the time and you can get right through to it on this channel and go to the videos. They're all labeled. I have over 1.6 thousand videos on this channel. From me to legends to heroes to young lions, as I've said before, to current day. And a lot of classics. Women's wrestling as well. So over the last 48 hours in real time, 2,000 views, the top videos are when yours truly addressed Vincent Kennedy McMahon. That's right. Go back and check it out. You'll see it. The videos are all over there. That videos of not only as Vince mentioned, do I talk to him, the WWE, Jerry King Lawler, Mick Foley, my boy, SWB. Check it out. So that's over the last 48 hours. The G.O.C. That's right, your host here on this channel, this fucking channel, my channel, addresses Vince. The Stink Face by Rikishi was a nice where was Rikishi and Ekmo Fatu, aka Umaga, rest in peace, Ultimate Us, my brother. The Samoan Dynasty against Johnny Graham, G.I. Johnny Graham, Corporal Punishment, and yours truly, where I didn't take the Stink Face, but Rikishi, that's right, from the Samoan Dynasty, the big man, too fat, too cool, gave a stink face to the mercenaries. Yeah. Mickey James, a.k.a. Alexis LeRae, back in the day, along with Grandmaster Sensei Brian Christopher. Rest in peace, Brian. Another great guy. In this video, it's Brian Christopher takes on Julio De Niro, along with Alexis LeRae, who is Mickey James. And that was another event that yours truly worked, and that video is exploding on there. If you want to check it out, go check out Julio De Niro, Fantastico Sanchez, WWE, ECW, etc., etc. The legendary Grandmaster Brian Lawler, Christopher, and of course Alexis LeRae, aka Mickey James. Man, what an apple! I'm just gonna say that. Also, the two cool dances on there, whether it's Rikishi, Umaga, and the legendary referee Dave Dwinell from New Jersey, or yours truly, Umaga and Rikishi, e.g. Eddie Fatu, ECMO, at that point, before he went on to big time in the WWE as Umaga, against the Haas brothers. That's right, Russ and Charlie. R.I.P. Russ, what a great guy. Honored to work with him back then. And of course, my good buddy, my good friend, Kurt Adonis, Purdy Curdy, if you will. That's really taken off on there. The Too Cool. Guys, go check out these videos. You're missing it. History, if you want to learn what it's all about. Also, the video that's titled Asshole, a la MJF. No, me, the G.O.C. Check out the heat that I got when I came to the ring as a manager and cut a promo. Check this out. I'm not selling myself. I'm no better. I'm just telling you what I have here on the Vault, Chaos Chronicles, here on the YouTube channel, The Guardian of Chaos. You're going to like that video to see all the fans, the jam-packed, sold-out crowd calling me an asshole. Really? I'm a good guy. That was a character. It's a work, baby. Kayfabe, man. Kayfabe. And then Christian York. That's right. Christian York, great grappler in the late 90s, mid-2000s, early 2000s. In a match against, again, another unbelievable athlete at the time, Julio De Niro, Julio Fantastico, Julio Sanchez, all the same guy. And Miss Cara, one of the most legendary women cheerleaders, valets, part-time grappler in the Northeast New England tri-state, perhaps the country at the time, in the business. Miss Cara Slice, and Christian York does to Cara a little pop across the Coolie Grande, as Brian Christopher did to Alexis LeRae, Mickey James here on the channel. Check it out. Also, some classic matches. I've told you, I've worked with the Hall of Famers. It's not about me. On this channel, same event. Had a chance to talk to him, was going to work with him, tried to get hired by him. We had a relationship for what it was, and I'm forever grateful for it. But on that show, I believe this could have been in the early 2000s. I got to look at my notes. I'm not Jim Cornette, but I do have it written down somewhere. Dusty Rhodes, the American Dream, the late, great Dusty, against Kamala, the Ugandan giant, who hung out with my buddy at that time, that day, my good buddy Dean, a.k.a. Dr. Dick Nasty. That's right, my personal bodyguard, a guy who traveled on the road with me, driver, looked out for me in general, whatever I did. He really was and is my lifelong buddy and a great guy. So he's also was at a lot of these different things, and he was there that day and was able to talk to Kamala, as he said, about everything from fishing and life. So that's the stuff that you get here in the personal connections here on this channel. And my good buddy, I know you'll see it sooner or later, if you bother to watch it 20 minutes in, Dean. Dick Nasty. A good video of me and my personal security with Jason Knight from ECW on the channel here in the TV studio. It's a work, baby, but the kendo stick, the Singapore cane was no work. So check that out. Dick Nasty, this is to you, brother. And again, he was there that day, American Dream and versus Kamala. We were in the Wappingers Falls, New York City, New York, outdoor baseball stadium. What a day. So back to what we're talking about here. This is real time in the last 48 hours, 2,000 views. And then there's some label on here, the table. It was myself and crippler Kevin Landry, bad attitude Kevin Landry. You've seen him on Metal and Jacked in the WWE. He owns Shut Up and Wrestle in Massachusetts. It was myself. I worked a lot with the crippler. In this one, the table was Romeo Rosselli, Johnny Heartbreaker, who was Romeo Rosselli, the Heartthrobs, along with Antonio Thomas in the WWE. Mid-2000s, right? Great shape, unbelievable guys. Stars on the indies. And we were feuding with him, Landry and I. And put him through the table. Wasn't supposed to go that way. The spot was, he was up on the rope. I get up, push him off, but didn't push him far enough. He didn't jump far enough. Combination of two. It's my brother. We're in the New England Pro Wrestling Hall of Fame together. All three of us together. Thomas, Rosselli, and myself. But that's another story for another time. And he went through awkwardly on the side. The table was thick and busted him open, like 85 stitches through his back, his elbow. Yeah, it was an ugly scene, but he recovered from it. But that's on the channel. Refs gone crazy, a.k.a. Sal Gilberto. Now, listen, I've worked with some great refs, from Dave Dwinell to ref Todd Taylor to ref Hansen. I mean, there's a lot of refs. Even now, the Zebras of Justice at PAPW, Bill Thompson, Ref Gina, my boy Q, Mikey Mambo, a.k.a. El Ref, Jay Mendez. I mean, there's just too many to mention. I can go on and on. Miggy Stripes. I mean, there's so many, Michael Colleen. There's a lot of different referees that I've gotten to know over the years. But refs gone crazy, and it's in a match from the outdoor stadium, the same event of Dusty and Kamala, myself, Bundy, and Slaughter, where Sal Gilberto and Julio Fantastico at that time, and I think he was with Kara. Who was Julio working? But anyway, he went off on him. They had a spot going back and forth where he reversed him and chops, and the old Don Fargo, Sonny Fargo, Jeff Jarrett, Strut, Ric Flair, everybody took it from somebody else. Yeah, good shit on there. So that's one of the ones that's popping right now in these top 10 videos on the channel. Also, myself, Bundy, Slaughter, again. I actually put it out on Twitter. You guys follow me on Twitter. Slaughter liked it. Thank you, Sarge. Gave me a bunch of views because of it, so I appreciate it. Good video. I've gotten to work with Sarge a couple times. Myself and Zombie, local legend, New England Pro Wrestling Hall of Famer, against Slaughter. Bundy there at the outdoor stadium and Slaughter. Yeah, so some good stuff popping. That's right, popping, banging on the channel here. Top content in the last 28 days. Not about yours truly, but again, it's the mix of the channel. Taskmaster, Kevin Sullivan, and Vic Steamboat. Almost 2,500 views. The Bruno Sammartino videos here on the channel, where he was commissioner for the NAWA, and then I took over as commissioner and then held it for 20 years until currently now it's Mr. USA, Tony Atlas. That's the lineage you get here. Yes, thank you, NAWA. Yes. And then from there, the Missy Hyatt videos. I have a few here because we worked a bunch of events together. Nice lady, great lady, legend, one of the best ladies in the business. She's a wild, crazy gal, great gal. We talk a little, not don't talk, but follow each other a little bit on social media nowadays. I like to see what she's doing. Her videos are hot. And also a guy I had a chance to hang out with in a locker room and worked in a couple groups from Northeast to the WWA, who was just on Cheap Heat Productions and the Mario Mancini show with Maurice and my good buddy, my former podcast partner, Mario Mancini, owner of PAPW, WWE 84 to 92. You get it, right? Gilbert, over 2,000 views on the show here when he was the WWE light heavyweight champion. So some good stuff here. And then something I got copyrighted for, so I'm probably going to take it down because I'm always talking about algorithms, copyrights here on the channel. Boy, but I'll tell you, I put something up, just a clip, not stolen from anybody really. It was a side clip of Mad King, Eddie Kingston, shouting out to the Konnichiwa, all the Japanese, the culture. We love it, especially in wrestling, and the people, great. And they copyrighted me on it. So I always got to be careful with their top moments on the channel right now, the last 28 days, 48 hours. Missy Hyatt, Kimono Wanalea, that's right, ECW's Kimono, Top the Arena, and Sweet Destiny in a three-way match on the channel. Julio and Mickey James, Alexis LeRae, as I said, Mario Mancini and King Kong Bundy in quite a matchup from back in the day, over 2 decades ago on that one. A lot of classic and historical stuff here on the channel. The Power Company, from WCW Thunder, you've seen them all over. The Twins, unbelievable old school grapplers with yours truly are some of the top moments in the last 48 hours. The top intros, obviously, again, the Alexis LeRae, Mickey James photo from when she was back then, and Brian Christopher one is really popping right now. Hacksaw Jim Duggan with no beard, that's right, the Hacksaw against the giant Primo Carnera, aka Big Guido, on the channel. And then, of course, the couple of times I was fortunate enough to work with Mick and Jerry King Lawler, been in locker rooms and talked to them, went out to dinner with them. Great guys. Hey, listen, we don't always agree on things, Mick and Jerry, but I get it. But the stuff with myself and SWB, who owns Test of Strength in the area, unbelievable guy, great talent, legend, also in the New England Pro Wrestling Hall of Fame, perhaps the coolest dudes I know. SWB and myself and the angle with Mick Foley and the WWE and, and Jerry King Lawler, those videos on here are priceless. You get some good stuff. And then, of course, to get the tables, Missy Hyatt, tough Tony DeVito of the Baldies against Jackmaster John Diamond from the Pittsburgh Steel team. Unbelievable with Missy Hyatt. And then, of course, the Jackmaster was with the famous actress there. But great videos. I'm giving you the clues here. If you're sticking on the channel, we're almost 28 minutes in on the analytics show of where to look and what to look at and what's popping and what the guys are watching and gals are watching. And we'll get on to that. And I know I'm going a little long on this one because it's been a while since we did the analytics. Let's go to impressions, which is very important, which have exploded. In the last 28 days, we've had over 500,000 impressions, 536,000 impressions. Our average view rate of the videos have dropped. That's why we try to keep them short. So who knows who will watch a video like this all the way through. You have to be a hardcore fan and subscriber. I'm hoping. Average views 1.5 minutes. It's going down a little bit, even down to a minute. Most of my audience, 97% of you, it's like a big, it's like a big sausage fest, or men. 2.2% with the women's. At one point, we had over 20%. Ladies, where'd you go? I'm not offensive. I can't speak for my crowd. Unique viewers. 25.2 thousand unique viewers over the last 28 days. And we've had over 1,000 of you, 1.5 thousand, let's break it down into layman's terms, that have returned. So I appreciate that and thank you. You're browsing us, so that's good. That's 77% of you. That's how you're finding me here. A YouTube search, 8%. Can we get that up on YouTube, please? Come on. The channel pages, 5%. Suggested videos, which counts the likes, the hits, the shares, the comments. We're only at 5%. We need to get that up to 8 or 10% if we have any chance of going live, so we can have even more fun. And I don't have to download this to YouTube, and we could just go live. You guys come in the chat and break my stones and interact with the G.O.C. So that's how you're finding me. Finding us, we'll say, okay? All the chaotomax. That doesn't even make sense. Let me be quiet. Top geographies. The good old USA, although we've dipped, 64% of you are from my hometown, we'll say. The UK, 6%. Welcome from across the pond. Canada, right above us, the same continent, but we're a little different. I love the Canadians. 5%. Come on down, bring your friends, man. From Brazil, they're coming up, although it's a little unrest down there right now, like the rest of the world. 2% of you have found me entertaining. Well, thank you, Brazil. I don't know if I'd come down there, but I like you. Thanks for tuning in. India, also from overseas. The India population here on the YouTube channel has always represented strong here, as have the Canadians. I'll have to look back and research when I don't throw as much personal information, and we'll do a strictly analytics show. I made this one different. The age groups. I've never had 13 to 17. That's fine. I don't put my videos up for kids, although I could. There's nothing to, they're PG. Nothing's even rated R. So it is what it is. 13 to 17, demographic 0. 18, again, here's my strong demographics that have really popped. 18 to 24 is always hit or miss. I have my good friends out there that know the business, that are mature enough. 7.5% in the 18 to 24 demographic are watching the channel. 25 to 34 age group, 19.3% on the channel. And here's the big one. 35 to 44 is 27% here on the channel for you guys. So thanks for being here. 45 to 54, 24%, 23.9, well, 24%. So that's another big demographic. 55 to 64, which happens to be the G.O.C's demographic. There's 16.5% of you. Where are you? What are you, too mature? It's not real. What are you wasting your time? I hear that sometimes. You're lurking here, 55 to 64s. And you, the older man brand, 65 plus, 6% of you come around because at one time you weren't watching at all. So I think you guys are here for certain videos, if you know what I mean. Refreshing. So that's a quick breakdown there. We're a little over half an hour in. Maybe I'll break this up into 2. We'll see. Here are the channels that my audience watch now, okay? There's been, again, 1.6 thousand videos on the channel. So I just want to tell you the channels that my audience watches, and this is you guys. These are the numbers. These are the facts. The numbers don't lie. I've always said that in everything in life. Most of the numbers don't lie. They could be manipulated, but they don't lie. Story time with Dutch Mantel. Wrestling shoot interviews. 83 weeks with Bischoff. Something to wrestle with Bruce Pritchard. Wrestling Rambles 89. The Jim Cornette Experience. The Arn Anderson Show. Grilling with good old JR. And My World with old slapnuts Jeff Jarrett. You guys that are watching me right now, my channel says you watch these as well. Is that true? Whether it be on the external sites of Reddit, 34.7% here, Facebook, almost 20%. So come on over, Facebook, because I only put most of these videos here on YouTube, a little bit on Twitter. Google, 6.6% of you are coming over here. I don't know about Google. It is what it is. And CBAforums.net, over 17%. I got to do a little research on that. And of course, my playlists are around the Samoan Dynasty. You know, the influence. I've worked with them many times. Great people, salt of the earth. I consider my people as well. So I don't need anybody else's confirmation. That's my opinion where I come from. And that's all that really fucking matters here. And I apologize for cursing. Now I got to put money in the tip jar for my granddaughter. So their videos and playlists are big here. The classics, as I've said, history, we know that. And my personal uploads at almost 10%. So if you know the numbers, you know what I'm talking about. Go back to my previous shows. Everything is labeled here on the channel. And listen, I've uploaded in spurts at times, but thousands. I've only really been active on this channel since right around the pandemic. pandemic, right around 2020. Let's get off that subject. And so we're putting in the work, just not the graphics. I don't need that. If you're here for that, go fucking watch somebody else. Right now, we're coming up on almost 200,000 total views. I can't complain about that. 1,426 watch hours in the last year. If you want to go back that far, I like to do it within 3 months. I need a little less than 4,000 fans views. You got to get me in there. So we're doing good on those analytics here on show number 6. And if I went back to the notes, so go back to the channel. I don't want to have to go back through all the notes. You see what I got here, right? It's legit. It's all numbers. You see what I have here. I don't want to have to go back through all this. I wanted to update you on 2023 and what's going on this channel. And I think I just did it and then some, because we're at 35 minutes. But I had a good time here today. So this will be up. And the great thing is you can always come back to this. You can go back and verify it with my other ones. This is for the geeks, the nerds, myself. I'm included in that. No offense. So follow me on all those platforms. And remember, it's me. It's me. It's the G.O.C. Thanks for being here. Pump this out. 2023. Think positive. Stay positive. Stay in faith, not fear.